North Korea's intercontinental ballistic missile test this week sent shockwaves across the world. KTVA 11's Steffi Lee spoke with a U.S. national security analyst and brings us his perspective on the growing North Korean threat.
Charles Hawkins lives in Alaska, but spends time working with Asian relations. He handles security and economic development issues regarding North Korea, and he says developments like this should be a reminder that the U.S. and its allies should be united under one voice. After reports of North Korea's intercontinental ballistic missile tests and how it could hit Alaska.
Absolutely, we're prepared.
Analyst Charles Hawkins says what's next is how the U.S. works with its allies. He's from Alaska and has experience with the U.S. national security community.
We should not be worried. The security threat at this point is minimal. We do not know what the circular error probable on hitting the target is for even that 600-kilometer shot that they did on the 4th of July.
U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley responded to the North Korea developments earlier this week.
One of our capabilities lies with our considerable military forces. We will use them if we must, but we prefer not to have to go in that direction.
Hawkins says the messages U.S. officials send matter.
If you're talking about North Korea, you're really sending a message to China, maybe Japan, maybe South Korea. You want to reassure allies.
He says North Korea is especially good at one thing.
They have been masters at dividing allies and dividing partners.
And that should be a warning for the U.S. and its allies.
We can't let that happen. We have to learn to speak with one voice, and we're generally pretty good at that.
Here in Anchorage, a spokesperson for Mayor Ethan Berkowitz's office confirms no one has emailed or called with any concerns over the ICBM test.
Governor Beau Walker released a statement on the North Korea missile test. He said recent news of North Korea's efforts to build up nuclear weapons capabilities underscores why it's so important to increase America's military presence in Alaska. My team and I are committed to ensuring efforts to expand armed forces in our state include a strategic Arctic port.